So my guest today is Pearl Sorenza, and Pearl's going to talk about this retreat coming in September. I can't believe it. And let's just lay this out for people, especially when you're thinking about an opportunity to make connections, relax before the whole grind of the fall comes to a head, meaning October, November, December, all the way to the end of the year. Very, very challenging time for moms, women at that time because there's a lot of things going on, especially at the end of the fall, right?
Right. Yeah, yeah, definitely. I mean, not only the end of the fall, but the next year's coming. Think about it. 25 is like right around the corner. It's like, what are you doing to prepare yourself even to go into next year? What are your goals? What are your visions? What have you not accomplished yet that you want to get done before the end of the year? Those are some of the things that we'll work on at the retreat. We'll kind of do like an assessment. Like you do pre-work as well before you come to the retreat because we do an assessment of where you are today and what are your goals.
Third quarter is here, and it's craziness, and people just have to jump on it. So basically, what you said is once you sign up for the retreat, you're going to get all these different things that are going to really get you going before September, right?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, not only like you're going to do work, we're going to have you do an assessment of where you are in your self-care. But the other thing is you're going to come already into the circle and start meeting the people. You're going to start building that community. And the women that are going to be joining you at the retreat, you're going to have an opportunity to get to know them and be like, oh, I want to get to know that person even more at the retreat. You're going to make these long-lasting connections as well. But we're going to do hard work. You're going to have fun at the same time. You're going to be on the beach. You're going to do some yoga. You're going to have your photo taken, but you're going to do some hard work. This isn't just about showing up and having a vacation because retreats are not a vacation. Many people think, oh, I'm going to retreat. It's a vacation. No, when you go to retreat, you have to be all in that I'm going to work on myself. I'm going to take this time to reassess where I'm at. Where am I happy? And if I'm not happy, what steps do I need to do to become more happier? Am I doing things for myself care? And if I'm not, what steps can I do? And so some of those, like those are the two top things we're going to look at. And when you leave the retreat, often people say, yeah, but when I leave, it's one and done. No, this is our eighth annual retreat. We have had women that have made long lasting relationships and connections with each other, and they've made huge changes in their lives. We've had women who have come to our retreat that had businesses like esthetician, and they've stopped doing that and they've become soap makers, right? They've made life-changing things happen in their life when they leave.
And that's because you guys are all together working together. It's not just you as the leader of the retreat, it's all the women together helping each other out. And that doesn't end after the retreat's over.
No, and you're right, because I have ambassadors. Like I've had women who have attended the retreat before, and they've become ambassadors of our retreat because they believe and they see the transformation and they've personally transformed themselves. So they're coming and they're like, let me help others. Who can I share this with? They'll either bring somebody they've met at a network meeting or a friend that they're like, this friend needs to come and get some time for themselves. So they're gonna bring some of those people, but they're gonna be also the person that's gonna be right next to you. And it's not just me who's running it. I have a great team. I have somebody who talks about tiny habits. We talk about disc profile. We have different team members that help you financially prepare for different things in your life.
And that's important because you never know what's coming up. And everyone's in a different spot at the retreat. And it doesn't matter where you are, it's going to be your growth. And you talked about the success stories last time on the podcast. I think that people just have to understand. So kind of laying out the the process. So let's just say today you go and sign up for the retreat. What are the next steps to sign up and then all the way through and then what to expect at the retreat?
Great question. So you're going to sign up. You're going to get a call from me. We're going to talk about what are some of your goals when you come to the retreat. You're going to immediately become part of our Shiro community. So you're automatically going to start getting to know this community of women who either are or are not going to be at the retreat, but are here to support you. And then you're going to start things like you're going to be ordering your pajamas for the retreat. We're going to work before you even attend on what are your judges and saboteurs that are holding you back so that when you come to the retreat, you've already kind of have a roadmap of what some of the areas are you want to work on. And then when you arrive at the retreat, you're going to remove your makeup because there's no makeup. You're going to be in your PJs the entire weekend long, and you're going to get to start meeting your PJ sisters. And immediately we're going to go, That night you arrive, we're going to talk about what are your colors? Like, how are you shining in your life? Where are you not glowing up and where do you want to glow up in your life? And then Friday, we're going to have yoga in the morning, and then we're going to dive into things like your self-care. How are you making time? What areas of your self-care are you lacking? Is it because you need to set boundaries? Is it because you don't know how to communicate your expectations? And then that evening, we're going to have fun. We actually, this year, we're doing a decades party. So you're going to come and bring an outfit from your birthday year. So we're going to have a lot of fun and have a great time. You're going to have a chef the entire weekend. Somebody's going to cook for you all weekend. I mean, listen, as a female and a mom, who doesn't want to have somebody cook for them, right? It's so powerful. And then Saturday, we're going to build on that. We're going to talk about your financial self-care. Where are you financially in your life? We're going to talk about your sexual self-care. Where are you sexually in your life and where do you want help with that? And then we're going to talk about how to set those boundaries, like truly dive into communication. And then you're going to do some fun things like creating your wheel of life, and you're going to play with some sand. And then we're going to have dinner on the beach one evening. And then on top of that, with all of that going on, if you just want some extra relaxation time, you actually can even book a massage with our massage therapist that's going to be there.
Wow, all of those things and basically the dates again for the retreat.
September 12th to September 16th, you'll arrive at the Gulf Shores of Alabama. You're going to come in, you're going to be greeted right away by some amazing ambassadors that are going to be, like I said, walking right beside you. And then you're going to need nothing but a pair of pajamas. You'll get a pair of pajamas and no makeup. So leave it at home. And whatever you arrive in, you can leave in. So it's the easiest packing project ever for a trip.
It just seems like there's so much to think about and talk about for this retreat. And then basically for people, booking airfare, things like that, especially if you are in certain areas like the Northeast, when you're talking about Alabama, you got to
Yeah.
get going now, right? Because time and travel need to make those plans now.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're in Tampa, Florida, you can drive. It's an 8 hour drive. Texas, you can drive like a 9 hour drive. But you're coming from up north. We have somebody coming from California. We have somebody coming from Connecticut, all over the US. So they've already started planning their airfare and their transportation. So and the airport's like an hour from us. So it's a Pensacola airport. So it's not far from us at all. It's like an hour drive. And we will even help arrange to have you picked up.
Now, the last thing I think about when you talk about all these things is specifically enough, what if they're too late? Because spots are going fast. You already have calls this week of people that have applied and want to sign up. What if you decide I'm going to wait till the middle of August? You might miss out, right? It could be full.
Yeah, you want to grab your spot now, especially because, like you just said, Neil, it's they're filling up. We have only have 7 spots left. So if you're ready to come and ready to just say, you know what, I'm going to take a Calgon take me away moment, and I'm really going to get away, this is the time to do it. If you've been waiting and questioning, am I really worth it? You're worth it. Stop asking yourself that. You are worth it, and it's time for you to take this time away if you are already even questioning that. So you need to grab your spot now because they are filling up fast.
Our best place people can go right now to sign up. Where?
wslivingretreats.com. Again, that's wslivingretreats.com and grab your spot today.
All right. Thanks again, Pearl. Appreciate it. You're listening and watching The Neil Haley Show.